Hello, Namaskar viewers. I am Sanjeev Pandya welcoming you to this week's episode of the Money Talk right here on ITV Gold. This weekly show brings you all the things that you really need to know when it comes to money and issues around the money, topics around the money, how money makes money, how money is being spent, and how money can be saved on taxes. That is important thing because the show is brought to you by Science CPS Services, a full-fledged professional accounting firm located in the state of New Jersey, multiple locations, but they can help you wherever you are for any tax matters, personal tax matters or even a corporate tax returns. If you're owner of small to mid-sized to large businesses, Science CPS Services can assist you with any tax matters, and they can also have virtual CEO, CFO, payroll services, anything that you need. So reach out to Science CPS Services at 908-888-8900. That's the phone number, 908-888-8900. Their website is sciencecpsservices.com. And you know that Science CPS Services believes in doing the taxes right at right time. No refunds. Refunds are secondary, but to do the taxes right, that's what Science CPS Services is known for. With that note, join me to welcome Mr. Ajay Kumar of Science CPS Services. He's a CPA, CVA, and MBA with Science CPS Services for over 25 years of experience. He joins us every week and guides us, informs us, educates us when it comes to money and topics related to money. Here's Mr. Ajay Kumar. So good to have you in the show.
Absolutely, Sanjeev. Thank you. And very well said. As much as it's important to make money, lasting wealths are created by saving money. Make sure you keep that eye on saving money. Make money, but make sure you're saving money as well.
Well, when you save money, then you could do a lot of with that money. So saving money is a one thing, but investing that money in the right way is also a very important thing. So you can save on your tax liabilities. You know, AJ, they say gold is money of kings, silver is money of gentlemen, and the tax strategy is of the wise men. Because when you combine gold, silver, and when you have a tax strategy in a gold, silver, being the owner of jewelry showroom, obviously you can save on taxes also, but it's important to have a tax strategy where you can save on the taxes. So today's topic, with that, hopefully you got the clue, jewelry and the business. That's what we're going to talk about. And both these topics must be really favorite of everyone's because everyone loves to know about jewelry and of course business. So there's a lot of jewelry in a business and there's a lot of business in the jewelry. AJ, with that note, let's start with your experience in the jewelry business. How have you seen the trend last few years?
Absolutely. So the jewelry business has been one business where investing money has never gone wrong. People invest money for the long run. The stock market fluctuates. Gold rates do not fluctuate as much. People invest into real estate. People invest into gold. See, the question we are generally asked, Sanjeev ji, all my retirement money is in stocks.
Yes.
And how do I guarantee?
Could be risky, very risky.
Extremely risky. So a lot of people are trying to invest their retirement money into real estate now, into gold now. People are buying bullion. The best part in New Jersey, they don't even charge sales tax when you buy bullion. So a lot of retirement money we see are flowing into the gold market
The
now.
jewelry business, yes.
It's a new trend. You can have your self-directed IRA and create a separate LLC where you can have the money growing with the gold, with your precious metal. You can have this retirement money safe, secure for your future. It's going to be there. It's a tangible asset. Nobody can take it away from you.
And AJ, to add that, what I have seen lately, obviously gold, is a hard property to buy. But now lately, silver is catching up. It also silver has been becoming, one of those demanding metals that if you can invest into a silver, if you can buy silver, you should do that because silver price has been also on upward since last year or so. So now, with that, viewers, you must have gotten clue that today's topic is the jewelry and the business and the gold and silver. And since you are the regular viewer of our show, you know that second half of the show is sponsored by Suhag Jewelers. And I always say Suhag Jewelers is one of the oldest and the finest jewelry showrooms on Oak Tree Road in Islin. And they are known for their beautiful collection of gold, silver, diamond, bridal jewelry, and much, much more. And Their prices is very reasonable, and their customer service is the best, if not one of the best in the market. And that's what Suhag Jewelers is all about. And we're so fortunate to have a young lady from Suhag Jewelers. Of course, that's her family business, and she has been seeing this business since she was kid, and now she is a part of this business. She has studied MBA, and with MBA, she has learned all the things needs to learn when it comes to gold jewelry, silver jewelry, diamond jewelry, and entire jewelry business. And she has become so expert that she can absolutely manage the store on her own when Surinderji or Anuji are busy with their other businesses. And that's none other than Miss Kim Kumari, Managing Director of Suhag Jewelers. Like to welcome her to the show. Kim, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Sanjeevji. Thank you, AGG, for having me.
Yes, absolutely. You know, MBA student, and now into jewelry business, full-time jewelry business, which you have seen in front of your eyes, right?
Yes.
So now we're gonna know from you the importance of jewelry business and how gold is still being a kind of hot metal, hot property to buy for investment or even for weddings and everything,
Yes.
and the silver also. So as we go along in the show, AJ and I will talk to Kim, and Kim will guide all of us when it comes to jewelry business. So first question I have, Kim, for you is that how do you like this business? Is it something that you really wanted to do? Because not every single child really follows their parents' business.
Right. Well, like you said earlier, I've seen this business growing up. As soon as we opened, I was a very young child,
Yes.
and we've grown right in front of my eyes. For all of our customers that support us, you've seen we had a very small showroom, and now we've been so lucky enough to expand.
Yes.
And we're very prominent in the heart of Oak Tree Road. And so really, it was really exciting to see all the relationships that we form with all of our customers. It's really important to us. And to take it one step further, for our diamond
Yes.
industry, I was able to do a GIA special certificate diploma in New York City. And for everyone that knows that buy diamond jewelry, GIA is very important for the diamond authenticity. And with this as well, I get to design some ladies' engagement rings, and it makes me really happy to be a part of someone's favorite memory, and really important.
Now, one question I really like to ask you is that any lady in the world would love jewelry. Who would say no? And from simple piece of jewelry to the most expensive piece of jewelry, they
Yeah.
would have that, right?
Yes.
Whether it's a diamond ring or whether it's any 24 karat diamond in that ring or anything like that. Since you are now part of Suhag Jewelers and a big time also, do you get to design jewelry? Do you do that?
Oh, yes.
Creative part of it. Do you do it?
Yes, I do, and it's so
Must be
amazing.
interesting,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a lot of fun to walk through someone else's vision and see what they want, and bringing it out to paper, which we call a
Very
CAD,
nice. Yeah, yeah,
electronic design, and then we alter as needed, and we put it to production.
Really?
Yeah, and it's like a baby you hold in your hand. You're
Yeah.
like, it's the same feeling every time. You like bring it in. You're like, wow, I created this, and it's a really fulfilling feeling.
So how come all the jewelry store owners that I know them, nobody puts on a heavy pieces of jewelry when they are out there, but people who are not in the jewelry business, they put on a heavy pieces of
That's
jewelry.
so
Why
true.
is that?
That's so true. I think we're so sensitized to it, right?
Right,
So we're
absolutely.
in
It's
that
the same thing.
environment.
The sweet shop owner is not eating his own sweet.
Exactly.
Right. In the board.
Exactly. You're
Exactly.
right.
Exactly. It's the same concept applies.
But the same rule doesn't apply to Ajay, because I'm sure he must be doing his own taxes. I'm sure he's not
That is
going to have
true. That
somebody
is true.
else to
That
do
is
your
very
taxes.
true.
But tell us about the uniqueness of the jewelry business and how Suhag Jewelry is unique in the jewelry market.
Exactly.
Yes. So, like I said, we're so fortunate enough to have a great customer base and reputation not only in the DMV area
Yeah.
or tri-state area, it's throughout the United States.
Throughout
We
the
have-
United States.
it's-
And of course, throughout the United States, before I forget, I must add a line, suhagjewelers.com. That's the website. You'll see it on the screen as well. Visit the website. Do you also manage the website?
Yes,
It's
we do.
nicely done. It's nicely
Oh,
done.
thank you.
Beautifully
Thank you. I
done.
appreciate it.
So now let's talk about business. As of course, jewelry business is a big business. We know that, right? And AJ is here to give his input when it comes to taxes and a business and everything. This upward in the gold prices, which I would say started maybe a year ago, right? Has it been really concerning, or have you seen any kind of comments from your customers? Are they happy, not happy, or anything?
Yeah, I think what happened this past year is very unprecedented. It's never, I think the last time we saw a spike like this was during COVID, but it also wasn't to this degree.
Correct.
So, yes, there was a little halt in the market of purchase because
Right.
everyone's very uncertain where the price was
Right.
going. But once the price settled down,
Yes.
hey, the Indian community doesn't matter what the price is at. They're
True,
going to go out and they're going to buy gold. So,
And you still believe that
truth be
gold is the
told-
safest investment?
yes,
Truth to be
yes.
told, in the long run, it does not really matter if
That's
you're buying
correct.
it for 3,000 or 3,500.
That's correct.
In the long market, when you have 10 years, I mean, we are Indians. We look at generational wealth. My jewelry will be given to my daughter, my
Yes.
daughter's jewelry is given to.
Yes.
So when you're looking at this
Correct.
20, 30-year duration,
Yes.
you're still winning.
That is correct.
Okay.
And that's exactly what we like to explain to our customers. Like, yes, you don't look at the price now. You're buying it as
You're
an
gonna be-
investment,
yeah,
and
exactly.
it, like you said, safest
It's
investment.
yeah, gold is the
Yes.
safest investment.
Yes.
We always say that. What are the things that you would suggest to a potential customer walking in the store, and let's say they are confused, they don't know what to buy, what not. I mean, they know they want to buy a gold piece of jewelry, right? What would you advise them to come prepared, little homework, or at store, whatever guidance you give, that they should believe it? How do you convince that customer?
That's a great question. Listen, it's okay if you don't have your homework done. Okay,
There
that's
you
why
go.
we're here. They're here to help you. We have such a wide variety of designs and collection.
Right.
So even if sometimes customers come in thinking they want something, but they leave with something totally different. Just
Correct.
because we have exclusive designs and they come in thinking they want something else and leave with something that's totally different and unique, and they leave really happy.
Okay, that's what it is, and that's why I say Suhag Jewelers is known for its best customer service. With that note, viewers, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back after this messages. Stay with us to learn more about jewelry and business right here on the Money Talk with AJ. Welcome back to the second half of the Money Talk with AJ, the weekly show brought to you by Science CPA Services. Science CPA Services for taxation is already you know about it. I like to add one more thing, that Science CPA Services can also help you with IRS tax audit. God forbid if you are into IRS tax audit, do not ignore that notice. Immediately contact Science CPA Services. Their satisfaction rate on resolving IRS tax audit issue is higher than any other CPAs in the area, and that's why they are very well known in the community. So one, do not ignore that notice. Contact Science CPA Services immediately, 908-888-8900 or sciencecpaservices.com. Viewers, let's talk about gold business and the tax strategies, as AJ is expert on the tax strategies. AJ, just a basic idea of jewelry showroom and their business, and how do you handle their taxes? How does that work?
Absolutely. So start with an S corporation or a C corporation. Don't go with LLC when it comes to the jewelry business. S corporation will save you taxes, but if you have somebody foreign, a lot of gold is imported through Dubai, through India. If you have foreign investor, you may want to choose C corp. But once you have designed the business, once you have the right structure in place, there are two key factors for any jewelry business: inventory and accounts payable. Account receivable is generally not there. You sell the gold, you get the payment almost immediately, within a day, within 2 days, credit card will settle. But a lot of gold is purchased on 30 days term, 45 days term, 60 days term. So accounts payable is always very large. And inventory, the worst part in this business, Sanjeev ji, nobody really know the exact inventory that they have.
Kya baat hai, really?
So they have a lot of inventory coming in, lot of inventory is being sold. They have a general idea that this is the roughly inventory I have. And you have to remember, this inventory is purchased every day at a different rate. So you really have to have a very, very nifty system. At what rate, which date, how much inventory I have. So at the end of the day, you calculate your profit and loss based on inventory and accounts
Yes.
payable.
Yes.
So amount sold, and then you say, how much is the inventory? If the inventory is higher, your profit will be higher. If the inventory is lower, your profit will be lower because more cost of goods sold.
Wow.
So jewelry business has a lot of nifty nuisances around it. If you have not, as an accountant, have had the exposure to work with the jewelry business, it can be really, really tricky.
Really? And there's no depreciation.
No, depreciation cannot be on the cost of goods sold. In this case,
absolutely.
jewelry is
Absolutely.
the inventory for you.
Yes.
The depreciation is limited to the showcase here, meaning you have the showcase where you have the inventory, where you have the jewelry. So showcase can be depreciated. The furniture can be depreciated, not
Yeah,
the
I
jewelry
understand.
itself.
I understand. Yes. So there is no way. So does that make your job harder than?
Well, more cumbersome. I wouldn't call it harder, but you need more tracking,
Okay.
more invoices, reconciliation. Make sure which piece came in, which piece was sold out.
Correct.
Then you have to decide, are you using first in, first out for the inventory, or last in, first out for the inventory.
Correct.
Then you have to make sure this piece was purchased on this date and is sold on this date. So you are making sure the cost of goods sold is taken from there. Then there are large importing costs, tariff, tax, a lot of things. They have to be included as part of the cost of goods sold.
Okay.
So it's just a little bit more cumbersome, complicated, as opposed to difficult.
Okay.
So you just have to know what you're doing when it comes to jewelry
So
business.
then we'll ask him that, Kim, are you aware of that? But does it really get really complicated when you sit down at the end of the year with AJ, who does your taxes? Is it really difficult to handle? Listen, we got this piece in February and we sold it in April, and we got this in April and it's still sitting here, and so forth, right?
Right. But at the end of the day, AJ, sir, he knows what he's doing
Correct.
and nothing's difficult for him. So we bring in all our questions and we leave it to him and he handles it.
That's right. So you can focus on a business. The entire family
Exactly.
can focus on a business, and AJ can do taxes. Kim, tell us a little bit about yourself. You earlier said that GI is certified.
Yes.
Let's our viewers know what exactly GI is. It's some kind of authentic certificate attached with a piece of jewelry.
That is
And why do you have to be GI certified?
Yes. So it's really important because this is specifically for diamond jewelry, right? Now, when you are buying diamonds, it's very important that what you're buying is authentic. Now, diamonds is very different than gold. And so you have to make sure the diamonds that you're buying, you cannot just authenticate it right away. So you have to make sure the person that you're buying it from is actually qualified to sell you these diamonds. So it's really important to have this certificate. GIA is the most reputable diamond seller in the world.
Okay.
And when you go and you know anyone that knows diamonds, and they know GIA, it goes hand in hand.
Okay. So you suggest that every single jewelry store owner should be GI certified.
Yes, at least
So
one
that way
person on the panel.
So,
Yes,
so that way you know more about
that's
it.
correct.
All right, and viewers, you must be wondering that why Suhag Jewelers has the best of the best looking gold and silver and diamond jewelry, and Kim can answer that question. Why Suhag Jewelers?
So why Suhag Jewelers? Once again, like we mentioned earlier, our exclusive collections that we have for our customers, and not even that, it's a dialogue I get every weekend at the stores. आपके यहाँ इतनी भीड़ क्यों है? यहाँ पे क्या special है यहाँ पे? And I'm like, everything,
Free chai samosa milte, bolo na.
Sorry?
Free chai samosa milte.
Oh yeah, you'll get that too. But we have the best
I know.
customer service. I would like to
absolutely.
say,
It's
I really
always
like
crowded,
to
yes.
emphasize that. And we have a wide variety of designs. It's not just gold jewelry.
Yeah.
There's new trends coming in antique jewelry. Then there's a wide arrangement of polki jewelry, and then there's also in between. Not the plain yellow gold.
Yeah.
Our new generation wants something different. They don't want just the plain yellow. They're not wearing it anymore as much as they used to.
Really?
So our new generation coming up, they want that differentness. And so we have
that different. I think we should have a video clip here in the show. In this clip, so that way our viewers can see it. What different is that?
Yes.
What's
And-
trending now?
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
trendy.
yeah.
And it's good to have that trend. It's
Absolutely.
good to have a little bit of change in the taste, right?
Yes, exactly.
So that way it excites you as a business owner that you get all that, new trend jewelries, and
Yes.
then you have fun to talk to the potential customers. So it's good to have that kind of trend.
Exactly.
But diamond is still diamond, huh?
Diamond is still diamond. Like to say, diamond's a girl's best friend.
Yes, diamond
and
is
it's
still
very
diamond.
important. And like I said earlier, we have our diamond sets and rings that are available on display, but we do a lot of custom as well for diamond jewelry. So people come in with their vision, or not even that. If they have some designs they see online, and we can replicate it. So it's come in with anything you want, and
We'll
So
figure it
we'll
out.
figure it out.
So I always have this question in my mind that how are the diamonds priced? Because gold price, obviously, it's a public international market.
Yes.
So is silver. How are the diamond price? How do you know that?
It's a little different. It really depends on so we're gonna go more into depth here. It's really like nuanced, but It's color and clarity of diamonds, but there's also cut. There's also fluorescence. There's a lot of factors in diamonds
And
that
they
we
have
have
the
to
carats
explain.
over there.
Yes,
Yeah,
carat
they
is
do. The
main.
carats
Everyone's
are-
familiar
yeah,
with carats, but
exactly.
those little small nuances they're not familiar with and how it really affects the diamond pricing,
So
which
the
is why you need
same
a GI
carat-
expert to help you
Same
out.
carat diamond can have different prices.
That's correct. That's correct.
That's interesting. Let's talk about bullion. In today's day and age, bullion is very, very popular. What do you have to say about bullion and how you can save on the taxes when you
Absolutely,
purchase
bullion is beautiful.
Yeah.
A lot of investors are looking towards bullion. See, the conception, or let's call it misconception, is when I invest into jewelry, I'm paying for the manufacturing of this jewelry, which I may not be able to use if I'm selling it back to somebody.
Okay.
But if you go to bullion, you get dollar for dollar. The price goes up, you can sell it for the whole dollar. There is no manufacturing cost, there is no additional cost, and there is no sales tax now in New Jersey when you are investing into bullion.
which is a good benefit.
Exactly.
When we talk about self-directed IRA, as we were talking about in the first half, it's all about bullions. That money is not going into jewelry or a ring or a bracelet. That money is going into bullions.
Right, okay. And earlier you said that jewelry business should be S corporation or C corporation. So it depends upon the size of business,
Well,
and everything,
the-
but
we-
not LLC.
Generally not. If you see an LLC, behind the scene, it's filing taxes as an S corporation. C corporation is only used when you have a foreign investor,
Okay.
foreign partner, foreign owner. You will see most of these businesses are S corporation from a tax perspective.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to add?
I just want to go off of AJ's point about bullion and investing in it. Yes, if you are a gentleman and you feel like you're not going to be wearing any of this gold, then yes, go ahead and buy the gold bars. But the ladies that come in that think they want to buy bars and they get distracted by all our amazing designs, I'm like, please
Yeah, of
purchase
course.
it, because like you said, this is generational wealth
course,
and it's
of
going to
course.
be there. 10 years later, it's still going to pay off. So if you're going to wear it, buy the jewelry. This way you have two things, investment and you get
And the
to wear the gold
happiness.
jewelry.
And happiness. It makes
exactly.
you happy. What's better than that?
Exactly.
And obviously, Suhag Jewelers, like I said, they have a beautiful collection of everything else. Kim, I want to ask you this question, and I meant, I mean nothing to take away from women jewelry. How come there hasn't been a really, really great collection for men's jewelry? All we get is this kind of ring, or a bracelet,
It's changing.
or a gold chain. But
It's
why
changing
not
now.
more pieces of gold jewelry in the men's fashion?
That's a great question. And like you said, it is changing. We're
It's
getting a little
changing
bit
now.
more designs and bracelets and chains. But what we see, the demand, right? The demand is not there for men's jewelry for them to experiment in more different designs. However, for the gentlemen that do want something different, we're able to design especially for them. So
Okay.
that's available as an option.
There should be. I think there should be a little more trendy, a little more design in the men's
There are a lot of
jewelry,
beautiful
know.
designs
There
over there. I
is,
saw
there
a
is.
bracelet,
No, just a bracelet is very common.
and
know
then I
bracelet-
saw some rings over there. Beautiful,
Yes,
things
yes,
over there.
absolutely, absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we talked about jewelry business and how jewelry business is booming. There are so many jewelry showrooms, but remember, Suhag Jewelers is one of the finest jewelers. So check them out, Suhag Jewelers, and they're open Tuesday through Sunday because they want you to relax on Monday, so they can relax on Monday, where they can stock up with the more gold, silver, and diamond jewelry pieces in the store. All right, viewers, as you know, that today's topic was jewelry and the business, and it was really interesting to hear a lot of jewelry related information from Kim Kumari, who's the managing director of Suhag Jeweler. So Kim, anything you like to add in the closing?
I just want to say, don't be afraid to go out there and buy your first piece or your 100th piece, even if the market is fluctuating. Like Ajay said, it's never a bad time to buy jewelry. And we're
Very
here at
nice.
Suhag Jewelers for you.
Very nice. And how can we make someone to come to Suhag Jewelers with some kind of exciting offers while you have visited our
Yes.
studio?
So if you watch the show, Money Talks with AJ, mention it at the showroom and we will give you a special gift with purchase or not. So
Nice.
please stop by.
Absolutely. Sounds really good. AJ, your closing comment.
So gold is here to stay. A lot of countries are holding golds as a reserve against the US dollar. So gold prices are eventually going to go up. If you are one of those people who do not believe in the stock market, here is your option. Think about, plan about self-directed IRA. You can buy gold, keep it with you in your locker and no taxable. It's not a taxable transaction. It's coming out of your IRA. And Suhag Jeweler can facilitate it for you.
Okay, very well said. With that note, we come to the end of this episode, The Money Talks, Jewelry and the Business, right here on ITV Gold. Remember to visit Suhag Jewelers, and make that celebration very memorable, whether it's a wedding, whether it's engagement, whether it's a birthday party, or if just a kind of gift to show your love for your wife, for your children, especially for your parents. Check out Suhag Jewelers and check out their website, suhagjewelers.com. Remember, as you heard it from Miss Kim Kumari, once you mention the Money Talks with AJ, when you visit Suhag Jewelers, you are entitled to receive a free gift. So enjoy that gift and visit Suhag Jewelers at your earliest convenience. I am Sanjeev Pandya signing off right now. Until we meet again, same place, same time. Have a happy jewelry shopping. So long.
Thank you. And thank you, Kim.
Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.